What's up, interwebs? It's me, Kyokilla, and today I'm here to review No Man's Sky on the PS4. Let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by issuing a warning. If you're not into space exploration, this game is basically space porn, so you may want to avert your eyes. In No Man's Sky, you begin the game by being hurled through space. Each ball of light that you see is a system that will have a random number of planets, a black hole, etc. And as you play the game, you want to work your way through these systems, harvesting elements and finding blueprints and loot as you go that will enable you to travel further and eventually reach the center of the universe. Does the game end there? From what I've heard, no. That's just a main goal. You can continue to explore once you've reached it, and explore you'll want to. When you begin to take control of your character, you're marooned on a random planet on the outskirts of the universe. Your ship is damaged, you've got a basic particle weapon that enables you to harvest resources, and you're tasked with getting your ship up and running. This whole charade acts as a tutorial of sorts, and while it's effective, it doesn't really prepare you for what lies ahead. And frankly, I don't think any tutorial would be able to. This is the kind of game that you hork some of the basics down as quick as you can. Then, even though you haven't allowed the appropriate amount of time for that to digest, you take your fucking pants off and you jump into the deep end of the space pool. Let's see, there's element collecting, which will serve as fuel for your ships, your weapons, as building blocks for crafted items. There's interstellar commerce, where you interact with randomly generated NPCs that drop by space stations, are chilling on random planets all by their lonesome. Oh, hey, well, hi there. Which is basically a fancy way to buy and sell the shit you've been collecting and or crafting. The market value of said items fluctuates depending on which alien you talk to. There's the lore, where you discover by various means ways of learning different words of a multitude of languages so that you could better communicate. And there's upgrading yourself, upgrading your gun, upgrading your ship, Peter Griffin goddamn flying through the fucking cosmos. You get the idea. Exploration and discovery are the driving forces in this game, and those facets that I mentioned before balance well and tie together harmoniously, forcing you to collect the elements to build better ship parts, which will enable you to get to further systems and trade with NPCs to get even better gear, and it sort of snowballs like this throughout the game, which brings us to the crux of the game. You're a galactic explorer, and as you progress personally, microscopically, you begin to see the macroscopic, the entire host of planets in your path, and holy f***ing shit, are there a lot of planets. There are over 18 quintillion planets in this game. Have you ever heard the term quintillion before? You have? Well, aren't you a f***ing smarty pants? Each planet can be fully explored from pole to pole. Each system you discover, each planet, each creature, plant, or rock that you can scan can be renamed. You heard that right. Welcome to Planet Butter, next to the noble planet Burnt Toast, which resides in the... I really need to eat before I review a game. Regardless of renaming, you can upload your findings to whatever magical supercomputer is saving all this data, and you'll be paid handsomely for every individual identification that you upload. Also, the sense of scope is just unreal. When you hop in your ship and leave a planet's surface, and you see a huge planet in the distance, a planet that takes up over half of your screen, and you see an indicator that lets you know that at normal speed, it will take you real-life hours just to reach it, it starts to feel eerily real. Like you're in a real place governed by physics that you can't just press a button and fast travel somewhere instantaneously. I could go on and on about this game, and I'm sure that there are key aspects that I forgot to touch on, but what you probably want to know most, is it worth the $60 asking price? Hell yes. As a kid, I would look up into the night sky and feel so overwhelmed by the idea that I was on this rock in the middle of other rocks floating around in a galaxy I would never be able to physically explore. I longed to be able to rocket into space and observe the vast array of galaxies, just to get a glimpse of the majestic planetary beasts that littered the furthest edges of the cosmos. And while there's no way to possibly explore the entire universe in No Man's Sky, I can at least finally scratch an itch that, in real life, I couldn't get close to. If you're anything like me, No Man's Sky is easily worth your money and the unhealthy amount of time that you'll want to pump into it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and donate if you can. You guys are amazing as always. I'll see you next time. Laters!